Hello and welcome back to the Shattered Balance series for Crusader Kings 2 with the HIP mod. In the last episode we just formed the Kingdom of Thessalonica, so we are now the Despot, with our very fine hat with dangly baubles. This means though that we are going to be unable to change to a different succession law for another 10 years, but hopefully we'll live that long and be able to do it. We are, as it stands, we're going to lose a duchy title to one of our children on succession. Our primary heir is going to get the kingdom title, obviously, and also the capital duchy, I assume. So it's not a big deal. We'll... yes, we just did fulfill our mission to become the King of Thessalonica. We'll just lose some land outside of our primary duchy on succession if we don't manage to change the succession laws before that, but that's okay. So we can take the ambition to amass wealth, maybe? 500 gold doesn't seem out of the question. Certainly don't want to pledge peace for 15 years. We'll just choose amass wealth. That seems fine. We do have a daughter who needs educating as well. We can probably use her for opinion with somebody. Okay. So our vassals are a little displeased about their levies being raised, but not too much, so we could go to war again in the near future. We have spent many nights looking at the stars in our observatory. It's truly fascinating. There are so many questions to ask. You can ask, how do the stars move, or wonder, is there something strange out there? There may be. So I suppose we should look towards taking the rest of the land in our de jure kingdom, which means expanding upwards towards Constantinople. One of your courtiers has lately refused to eat anything with cabbage. When questioned why, you were told, cabbage? Oh dear, you know, it is peasants' food. It's like water to them. Why would a person of high status such as myself consume such a lowly, filthy plant? So we can say a good point, and maybe gain proud, or what an extreme attitude, maybe gain humble. We'll do this. We did not become humble. That's okay. Increased levy reinforcements is nice to have. It's possible that some of these rulers will just accept a peaceful vassalization as well. In fact, probably most of them will, since we're their de jure liege. You have tried to make somebody realize what a benevolent and peaceful ruler, but you didn't. Okay. I suppose we'll just peacefully vassalize them then, since we can do it. We are not in any danger of reaching our vassal limit in the near future. We've increased centralization once to low. We could in fact increase it to medium. Which would increase our domain size. We're already okay there. I think we don't really have a reason to do it just yet. No particular reason not to do it either, I suppose. It looks like to our south, this guy is expanding. He's one of the guys we gave the lucky ruler trait to. I wonder if he gets to keep that after we vassalize him, which we probably will. He's not part of our de jure kingdom, so he obviously won't accept it peacefully. Where else is in our de jure kingdom? Some of these islands, I think. We'll just go ahead and do all of them. And did we ask you already? No, we didn't. Okay. Alright. Observing the stars at night, you have begun to sense some irregular movements. You also notice that some stars seem to appear and disappear at odd times. You need to study this more. That star there disappears when I look directly at it. So we gain the trait Paranoid. Okay. Lower diplomacy is not great. We have just gained a lot more vassals, not all of whom like us. But I don't think we have too much to fear from them. When I introduced my friend to Farin Baram, I had high hopes. I hoped they would become fast friends so we could spend time together, the three of us. Okay. Actually, there is more land. Oh no, this isn't part of Thessalonica. This is going to be Epirus. So they probably won't accept vassalization. My son is now of legal age. He became an indulgent wastrel. Alright, well let's hope he doesn't inherit. Well, they actually would accept. Alright. Why not then? Well, I suppose the reason why we might not vassalize them is because the theme of Epirus, which is the one that will go to our second child, I believe, on our succession. It doesn't say she's the heir to it, but I think that's how it'll work. She will be more powerful because she'll take those newly vassalized people over here as vassals, presumably. The dragon bows of longships have been sighted off the coast of Constantinople. Okay. Raiders from Vesterland. Well, I suppose we'll raise some troops and go chase them off. The research you conduct in your observatory at night is proving deeply fascinating. You could push your studies further, but you'd need to purchase more equipment for it to be meaningful. I suppose we'll spend 30 gold. I do pretty much know where this event chain is going from a previous game. And this guy says, it is most unfortunate that I happen to hold a title that all agree should rightfully be mine. He just wants the duchy title, I guess. We'll tell him no. The prince is no longer guardian. Oh, he's gotten himself married to... Well, he probably didn't get himself married. I guess I married him to her, but she's inherited a county, so he's left my court. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. We need to appoint a new marshal, though. My daughter is the best candidate for the job. We'll have her train troops in our capital. And we caught the raiders. We see an enemy soldier cut off from the others. We'll charge, but I think the battle's over already, so... So between paying those levies for a while and our observatory expenses, we aren't any closer really to fulfilling our ambition, but that's okay. We have a son that needs educating. Suppose I'll let my daughter do it. Did I offer you vassalization? I guess I did. His islands look a slightly different colour. So I suppose it might seem somewhat appropriate to consider moving our capital duchy to Thrace here, but I don't think that's actually a good idea. Our current capital, our capital county is actually here, not here, where I put my marshal. We'll move her in a second. I think this is going to be better because we'll be able to build more castles here, which will give us more possible levy. Having our capital in Constantinople would give us a second castle under us, and also 3 more cities, which would possibly increase our gold income, but not our levy, I think. So we'll just leave our capital where it is. At least for the moment. Holding a grand tournament also would not help us accomplish our ambition to amass 500 gold, so we'll wait to do that for a while. One morning, my daughter comes to see me. She's worried. She's heard that we are spending late nights staring at the sky, speaking in odd riddles and entertaining heretical notions about the cosmos. I ask that you stop for your own sake. I'm only admiring the beauty of the stars. Her opinion changes by -10. There are strange things out there and I need to see them, so we gain 30 prestige, and her opinion changes by -50. Or say, what you heard are lies, and we gain deceitful. We are not already deceitful. Would reduce our diplomacy further, though. I think we'll say that we are only admiring the beauty of the stars. And I suppose we could probably conquer another county or 2 at this point. We have all of our de jure kingdom, and in fact some of this land from Epirus is being incorporated de jure into Thessalonica. So why don't we expand into the rest of Epirus? I think we'll hold off on declaring war on the Duke down here and just take 1 or 2 of these counties. Let's do 1 for the moment, I guess. Arbor. If that's how you pronounce it, which it probably is not. We'll subjugate him. Just the vassal levy should be enough for that. I'll disband these 2 since they're pretty far away and it'll take them a long time to get down here. His county is mountains, of course, so won't go in until we outnumber him substantially. And he's called in a couple more people. One from over here who I'm not too concerned about, and where's the other one? Oh, up here. Okay. Probably not going to be too much of a problem. Yep, and our vassals are getting a bit annoyed about their levies being raised again. That's okay though. Can't actually create the Kingdom of Epirus at this point, but that would actually be kind of counterproductive since we're still on Gavelkind and we could risk losing the entire kingdom on succession if we do that. The studies you have conducted in your observatory have convinced you that there are many strange things beyond the known cosmos. There are few sources, and no one to share knowledge with you, however. But you have heard of a strange old scholar in the Arabian desert who is rumored to possess vast knowledge of the weird. So we can gain the trait Craven and stop studying the stars, or we can go and see him for a cost of 16 gold, which of course we will do. Alright. army is very slowly getting together, but they're almost there. And I think with these numbers we can pretty safely go and attack him in the mountains. He's actually leaving up here. So I think we'll go and fight him. No, he's just leaving again, I guess. Will we catch him in there? 25th, and he'll get out on the 28th, so we'll catch him here. It's plains, but there is probably a crossing. Yes, there is. That's fine, though. Ooh, the Necronomicon. You arrive at the abode of the strange old scholar Ibrahim. After some persuasion, he invites you in. You speak at length, and he tells you of the scholar Abdul the Mad, who knew many things of the strange spheres beyond and of talking beings that are not human. You find out that Abdul the Mad wrote a book called the Necronomicon, in which he recorded many strange and unholy truths. Ibrahim says that he is impressed by your sincerity and desire for knowledge. He can sell you a copy of the book. He tells you to beware, however, as too much intense study of the Necronomicon is said to drive the reader insane. So we can spend another 100 gold and gain 30 cultural tech points, and I get the Necronomicon forever, or indefinitely at least, giving us -2 piety monthly, which is quite a lot. -1 diplomacy, +2 learning, or say no thanks and just gain the tech points. Well, obviously I must have it. It would take a stronger person than me to say no to that. Alright, we won that battle. And I think we will just go back and siege his county now. We're not going to get to 100% from battle, so we are going to have to do sieges no matter what. I want to improve my image as a despot. If everyone knows me as a great ruler, it will be much easier for me to achieve my ambitions. Thus, I want to be known as a great ruler because of my glory and honor, my good and benevolent rule, my piety, or the fear that I strike into the hearts of my subjects and enemies. So, we are already brave but not gregarious, and we're already just but not charitable, so I think we'll try to gain gregarious. We didn't, okay. No problem. It would have been nice, but not a big deal. So now we're losing 1.5 piety per month on account of the evil book in our library, but that's okay. Actually fairly close to being able to siege this, but not quite enough to be comfortable. I mean assault it, of course. We are sieging it, no problem. That's okay, we'll win the siege eventually anyway. In fact, we should probably be on speed 4 to speed things up a bit. We'll just leave them be. Up to 76% from that siege, so probably this city siege will get us the rest of the way. Working in your observatory, you are often disturbed by strange noises, uncannily large insects carrying away smaller pieces of equipment, and odd human-like figures spying on you and then disappearing into the night before you can confront them. You really struggle to maintain concentration and get anything done. So we can say we must focus and gain stressed, or, well, 20% chance of gaining stressed, or say it's no use, I should give this up. Losing the trait diligent, which would be pretty bad, it's a very good trait. And remove studying the stars. What is that giving us? +1 learning. Well, I think we'll stick with it and risk gaining stressed, which we didn't. Ripped pillows, broken furniture, shattered vases, my marriage to Anna has devolved into an unending torment of bitter arguments and fiery rows. I would be depressed, but my lover Alexia just suggested that we retire to the countryside for a few days of carefree romance and passion. What a splendid idea. There is almost no risk of discovery by Anna. That sounds reassuring. Some of the Count's allies have arrived, though not in numbers we need to be concerned about, and in fact we are just finished with this war, so we'll enforce our demands. Okay, back to being able to hold a grand tournament, but we probably won't. So we now rule over him. Unfortunately with this subjugation CB, he doesn't get any opinion bonus when we win, which means we end up with some grumpy vassals, but not much to be done about that really, I guess. Anyway, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.